Ervits assessment. All right, guys, we're back. I'm going to give you guys a recap of the final fight card of 2020. Yes, it's been a great year this year, guys. All right. Remember, this is the Ervits assessment. If you could like, comment, subscribe, and share, I'd greatly appreciate it. All right, so remember, this is UFC Fight Night. Originally, was supposed to be Chimaev versus Edwards. That did not happen because Edwards had COVID, so that's going to happen sometime next year. They didn't announce a date. So I went over five. So the new main event, Stephen Thompson versus up-and-comer Jeff Neal. So we'll go over that. There was 5 fights on that card that I went over. And then we're going to talk about boxing, which was Canelo Alvarez against Callum Smith. All right. So the first fight on the UFC fight card was in the heavyweight division. It was Marcin Tybura against Greg Hardy. The first fight was in the heavyweight division. It was Marcin Tybura against Greg Hardy. Now, in the first round, Hardy was doing very well. I mean, he was lighting up Tybura on the feet, hitting with nice punches, going to the body, to the head, and it wasn't looking really good for Tybura. Another round comes, second round. Now you could see Tybura start making adjustments. So he's starting to do a little bit more punching and stuff, and he's like just kind of sticking, moving a little bit. But then, this was the smartest thing he did. He took Greg Hardy down. And when he took Greg Hardy down, Hardy looked completely lost. He was just hitting him with ground and pound. And you could see, I don't know if he necessarily hurt Hardy or Hardy was just completely winded. I mean, I think he was more completely winded than anything else. But he was not defending himself at all. He was just laying on his back. And so the ref stopped it there. This is Tybura's 4th win in a row. Pretty crazy in the heavyweight division. There's not many winning streaks like that. So he's not ranked. Hardy wasn't ranked either. This might put him at 15, or maybe he'll fight number like 14, 15. I think that would probably be the next best thing for Tybura. But we'll see what happens there. I mean, anything can happen in this division. So, we'll see what he does from there. All right. The next fight I went over was in the bantamweight division. It was Marlon Moraes against Rob Font. Now, remember, Font was coming off of major surgery. He hadn't fought, I think it was over a year. Moraes, former title challenger, everything there. In the beginning, very, very smart. Moraes, I don't think he thought he could take, wouldn't be able to strike with Font. So he takes him down, trying to go for submissions. Didn't get it. Font pops back up, takes him down again. And again, Font works his way back up. But then Moraes just started getting lit up on the feet. Font was hitting with some beautiful punches, hits him with a jab, rocks him. Boom. Moraes starts going back. Font just gets on top of him, starts hitting with some clean. I mean, honestly, I think the ref should have stopped the fight maybe like 10 seconds before because he was taking unnecessary damage. But Moraes was done. He was just, the refs had to stop at TKO. Impressive victory for Font. This will probably move him into the top 5 because he was number 11 prior to this. Moraes was number 3. For Font, like I said, he's still young to be in the top 5. He, coming off injury, he was very emotional after that. Somebody to watch out for. For Moraes, I don't know. I mean, I hate to say it because he's a nice guy. He's a really good fighter, but man, after he had that, when he fought Cejudo for the belt and he lost, he just hasn't looked the same. So I don't know. I don't know if the weight cut is affecting him. I don't know if he needs to move up to featherweight. I mean, he'd be small for featherweight, but maybe you should try that out. I mean, I don't know what it is. I think you should take some time off and just, reevaluate and, go from there. All right, so remember, the next fight, I was telling you this was the fight I was looking forward to most. It was in the welterweight division. It was Michel Pereira against Chaos Williams. Now, both guys known for their striking. They got lots of power and everything, but nobody got knocked out in this. Really, I didn't agree with this decision. So, first round, Pereira's doing... The thing was, Pereira he was landing strikes, but mostly what he was doing was he was just, like, feinting. Just doing this kind of stuff, like that. Where Chaos, maybe he didn't land effective strikes. I mean, I don't know if you don't consider leg strikes effective. I think they're effective. I don't know maybe what the judges see. Maybe some viewers don't find that effective. I think it's effective. I think Chaos outlanded him all 3 rounds. Personally, the way I had it scored, I had Chaos winning rounds 1 and 2 because he was more active. He did land more punches. Like I said, yeah, maybe Pereira was doing his little feinting and being a little bit more aggressive, but how should that win you a round when you do value punches and kicks, and if Chaos is outlanding him there, I don't know. 3rd round, what helped Pereira is he took Chaos down, hit him with some ground and pound there. They gave him the unanimous decision. Again, I completely disagree. For Chaos, I think maybe if he would, I guess what you could say is he should have been more active. He should have not been like Michael Bisping was saying in the commentary that he was just kind of waiting there, taking pictures and stuff. You got to press forward. So it was a good win for Pereira. For Williams, I think he did show he wasn't relying on his power. You could see. I think he has some things to work on, but both guys be somebody to watch out for there. All right. So in the co-main event, it was also in the bantamweight division. It was former featherweight champ Jose Aldo against Marlon Chito Vera. Now, Chito's a relatively slow starter. He was landing punches and kicks and stuff, but you could tell Aldo was landing the harder shots, and he was digging to Chito's body as well. Everything, but I think after the first 2 rounds, I think it was split. What was smart there, and I think maybe I think Aldo started feeling the tide turning. He took Chito down. He really didn't do much, but he had control. And when you have control like that, and the guy on the ground can't do anything, well, you're going to lose that round. And there, Aldo won that 2 rounds to 1. It was good. He needed that victory. Aldo, it'll keep him firmly in his rankings. We'll see. We'll see what happens next. I mean, again, he lost not that long ago to Petr Yan for the belt, so this will keep him there. For Chito, he's got some things to work on. You got to work on that, ground defense. I think it's hard to tell a fighter to start faster, but something to think about because again, maybe him starting slow affected him, and if he won the first 2 rounds, yeah, even if he lost the 3rd, he would have won the fight there. And in the main event, it was Stephen Wonderboy Thompson against Jeff Neal. Now, I picked Neal because I thought Thompson's 37, going on 38, slowing down a little bit. Had a couple of bad losses, though you can never say he was. I wouldn't say he was ever really outfought in those fights. I think he actually beat Darren Till, but they gave Till the decision. And against Pettis, he got hit with kind of a lucky punch there. He was winning the fight. But Neal, up and coming, devastating power. He's on a big winning streak too. But man, he got schooled. Thompson was just sticking, moving, hitting, boom, boom, move out of the way. And then Neal could just really never get it going. He did do, which was effective, he was hitting Thompson with some nice leg kicks that by the 5th round, Thompson's leg was completely compromised. Yet he still won that round. Just Wonderboy, he's so elusive. He just has that great karate skill, and he just makes it very hard to hit. He's just, like I said, he's there, he hits you, boom, moves, hits you again, boom, moves. And even at his age, at 37, didn't think he was going to be able to do it, and he did, and it was a very impressive victory. So, for Neal, to the drawing board back, think they rushed him a little bit. That was the thing, maybe he should have taken maybe like the number 8 guy, not Thompson, was number 5. So, I don't know there. What Thompson did do is he called out Jorge Masvidal. Now, he beat Masvidal already, so, but, Masvidal's name is bigger. It'd be a nice payday, but Masvidal is also higher in the rankings. I would like to see either that fight or against Colby Covington, who's also ranked above him. That would be the typical striker versus wrestler. I think that would also be a really good fight. And if he could win either one of those, I wouldn't mind seeing him get a title shot. I mean, he had 2 title shots before, but that was when Woodley was the champ. Woodley's no longer champ. So, hey, if he could pull off one of those victories, I say, hey, give him a title shot. All right. So, next year, we'll have there's 2 big fight cards coming up. The first one's going to be on January 16th. It's going to be Max Holloway against former champ Max Holloway against Calvin Kattar. That's going to be a really fun matchup. So that'll be the first fight card I go over MMA for next year. So remember, January 16th will be that one. All right, and in boxing, all right, remember, it was Saul Canelo Alvarez against Callum Smith. Now, Canelo was going, well, he was at light heavyweight in his last fight. He dropped down to super middleweight for this. He's kind of just been going all around, it seems like, in the division. And he fought the number one guy, Callum Smith. Wow, this fight was not even close at all. I gave 11 rounds out of the 12 to Canelo. I think it was like towards the end of the round. I can't even remember end of the fight which round it was for Smith. But I think Canelo just kind of took it easy on him in that round. That's the only reason why it wasn't a complete shutout. Two of the judges had it the same way. Another judge, I think, gave Smith 3 rounds. I didn't see any of those. Like I said, he won 1 round. That's it. But this wasn't even competitive at all. Canelo was the shorter guy. Definitely had the shorter reach, and he was just digging to Callum's body, hitting with some good punches to the face. I mean, he was hitting him hard, and he was hitting Callum in the arms. That dude's arms later were just swollen as well. It was just a clinical beatdown. Canelo's proved. I think, if anything, he's proved he's the number one guy in boxing right now. Not only is he the main attraction, but he's just going to different divisions and he's taking out the top guys. Now he's the WBA, WBC, and ring champion. I don't know what he's going to do next. I don't know if he will. There's some other contenders at super middleweight. There's also a couple contenders at light heavyweight. So I don't know what he'll do, but he's, like I said, he's just a tough guy to fight. And I know people are saying for him to fight Triple G for the 3rd time. I really think he lost the first one. Second fight, could say, yeah, he maybe won. Close fight. But Triple G's just getting old. And, he won last Friday against a no-name, really. So I don't know if that really puts any stock in there. I think Canelo, at this point in their careers, Canelo will beat him easily. So it's there. It's a money fight. I know people want to see it, especially because the first 2 fights were very close. There's always that, but I don't think he's going to do anything for Canelo's career at this point. I think just to get progression, maybe, like I said, fight one of the other guys at super middleweight so you can unify the belt, or move up to light heavyweight, fight Beterbiev or something. All right, guys. So that's going to conclude the Ervits assessment fight card for 2020. I want to wish all of you guys a Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, I should say, to be politically correct. But I hope you guys are all safe and have a good time with your families and your friends, and stay safe from COVID. And I'll see you guys soon. Like I said, I'm going to do a special video for you guys, a top 10. I'm not going to tell you what it is, so you guys will just have to stay tuned and find out. All right, remember, so Ervits Assessment. If you could like, comment, subscribe, and share, follow me on Instagram also. On TikTok, I'm on there also. TikTok, Ervits Assessment. Instagram, Bieli Chocolate. I know you people are not going to understand that, but that's cool. All right, guys. Peace. Ervits Assessment. Oh my god, that's something else. All right.